Welcome back. It's day number 3. We are in shells, which means it is helmet and shoulder pads. And right here, man, David House, number 53 from North Carolina. Looks great. He actually looks thinner, but he's gaining more weight. That's how you know he's ready to contribute on this level. Right here, we have number 20, Bryson Easton at defensive tackle. Hearing so many good things about him throughout spring and now in fall camp, expecting a really big year from him. Jordan Ross, that's that man. That is the next James Pierce. For those y'all that don't know, and he could have a breakout year as a true freshman. I think that he will get more playing time than some people might think. Right here, I believe this is Andre Turntine, but just kind of going through this hoop drill, y'all. I mean, just the same regular fundamental stuff that we do every single day, and we should be getting better at it. It feels like we are. We should be feeling a lot more comfortable. I know that the juices are flowing because we do have pads on, so we will get to hit a little bit more today. Now, in college, you might not go to the ground with shells on, but you're definitely going to thump. We're seeing it right here. This is nice. Just kind of getting off the blocks, going up and making tackles. We talked a whole lot about that with all of our secondary pieces, especially on the interior of our defense. We're talking about those safeties, talking about those stars. Guys have got to be able to come up, get off blocks, and contribute in run support, in any sort of way, period. Like, you got to be able to get off blocks. So I'm happy to see that we're working this. We do look a lot more explosive than I feel like we did in years past. We'll see how things play out. I would say over the course of fall camp, leading up to the season. Now, right here, Idris Farouk, look at how long he is. I know I keep on talking about that, but it does look like he has been getting taller. Expect for him to kind of come out and have a really good year. I probably won't be on anything other than special teams, but expect for him to start to take those steps forward and probably hear some things from the insiders. Coach Banks out there getting them right. So he's the defensive coordinator. He's also the safeties coach. And here we have Coach William Ings, who coaches our linebackers, getting them right. Again, I know if there's any group, I mean, all of them should be very excited about it. But the linebackers are going to be the most excited about the pads coming on without question. Caleb Perry looks very explosive. I just want to see that nastiness, right? Like we saw a little bit right there, but can you play with it? Right here, Jalen Smith looks good. He looks better than he did in spring. I think he has been cutting weight. That's going to be huge. Can you play out in space? That's what football is about these days. Kobe Thomas, hearing so much about him, looks good in and out of his transitions. John Slaughter does as well. And here we're just kind of, going through almost like a W drill, not on this one, but on the previous one, kind of going through that W drill, picking up fumbles. And right there we have William Brooks. A lot of folks have been kind of talking about him. I think that he can step in and contribute. He did it last season versus Georgia and towards the tail end of the year. Now, Coach Willie Martinez, I want for him to put out more true freshmen and more underclassmen this season, especially whenever we're up. You've got to get guys ready to play. Right here, this is my dog, man, Jamal McCoy. I think he's going to have an outstanding season. Y'all will know his name, I promise you. By the end of the year, y'all will know him. He's going to be a household name. He's going to be a fan favorite. He's going to make a whole lot of plays for us. This has everything that you want in a cornerback on this level. I mean, I think he's an NFL guy all the way. Great size, literally like his height, his length, his width, and then he can get in and out of the breaks. Right here we have Coach Glenn Ellerby, the offensive line coach, getting these guys right. The offensive line, I feel like, is taking a gigantic leap forward from last season, and it's really gotten even better since 2022. Right here we have Andre Carrick. Some people think that he could be the starter at left guard, but I think it's going to be this man right here, Sham Umarov. I think he just gives you a little bit more whenever I watched him in the orange and white game. Very excited about it, and he still looks good right here, okay? And then that's Big Jackson Lampley also fighting at the left guard position. So we have some depth, y'all. I mean, there's a whole lot to be excited about. We're deep pretty much everywhere, but where it really counts at is going to be up front. Now, let's see what the next group gives us right here. This is Cooper Mays going along with Andre Carrick, and he did look better in that rep than he did on day number 1, which is what you would expect. Dane Davis, that's another wily veteran. Could he be the starter at left guard? Larry Johnson, been looking good. As far as what I could see, been hearing a whole lot of good things about him as well. And right here, look at Jesse Perry. Look at his speed getting up to the second level. That is very impressive. That's actually part of the reason I thought that Sham would be the starter at left guard, because he looked so good, so fast, getting up to the second level. But I think that Jesse Perry could push to be really good at that position. I don't know if they'll do it just because we have some veterans ahead of him. But if we're going to play the best players, I mean, I think that Jesse Perry could kind of be in that mix just based off of what I've seen. Very limited reps. But now we have the tight ends just kind of, going through some blocking drills. They all look really good doing this. Obviously, we're going to get them right. We talk so much about Coach Abe being a former offensive line coach and the way that he can get our guys right just as far as blocking. But look at all these bodies right here. Cole Harrison. Okay. Some of y'all said, well, there's no way that he could ever play this season. Look how big he is. He's definitely up to 230 pounds without question. This is Coach Chop. He's probably the lead recruiter on this entire staff right now. We got to find a way to just lock him in long term because he's meant so much to us and we just can't lose him. Obviously, him being a defensive line coach, will he be someone that we would try to promote up over a Rodney Garner? I don't think that you do that, but that's going to be it for this video, y'all. Thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end, and we will have our thoughts and notes and all that along with Faison Brandon's announcement live. So please join us for that at about 2:30. But as always, y'all, please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer fans. We'll see y'all in just a minute. Thanks. Peace.